Well, if I added a 12th, and that's where it would go if I added the 13th. It'd add a complete new line, just to stop the bulking up. And I can change that to whatever I want. So if we have a look here, those are just the variables we'll call on, nst, all equals 0. So if inventory equals true, it'll do this, repeat max inv. Slot n, we all know what that is, dot x and dot y equals view under thing xview plus 32 plus, and in these little brackets here, 33 times s for the x view, which is left to right, and 33 times t, which is up and down. So then it'll go n plus 1 to do that one. I could probably just change that to n as well, but I want to keep it separate just in case I have to change it. So it'll go through and it'll repeat this statement. First it'll make this first one with n equal 1, and n equals 0 and s equals 0 and t equals 0. Then s will equal 1 and n will equal 1. And then again, and then again. So that's 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. If I get it in there, 0, 1, 2, 3. And then, since s will is greater than 3, this is why I had to do it with that. Since s is greater than 3, t plus 1. So now t equals 1, and s equals 0 again. So while the n1 is still going up, so to 4 and all that, s goes back to 0. And yeah, it just makes them all in a nice little neat thing. I can change the width between the two of them, and there's just an extra 2 gap between them. So if I change that and I play it again, you'll see that they're very flush together. See how they're all flush together? So you can have it like that, or however I want. So if I wanted to be groups of 5, because we're changing it, so yeah, that's 4, so that's 5 now. So just by changing that, if I play it again for you, you'll notice that's how it changes it. If I want it to be equal 6, press I key. That's what it does now. So it's very customizable. It is so easy to use. I can go 1, and it'll just be lines of 2 inventory slots, just like that. I mean, it's so simple, and anyone can use it. And the reason I'm putting it up here, though most people will probably be calling me an idiot, is I believe in why reinvent the wheel? I've already made this, and I know how annoying it was to try and find absolutely bloody everything. It drove me mad. Lost sleep over it, I swear to God. But if by showing you guys this, you can use this inventory system, and yeah, it'll make your life so much easier, and it adds a polish to the game, I think. You can have 20 freaking inventory slots, and who's going to tell you otherwise? But I think the last one's this part here. So this is my inventories. Now the thing I forgot to mention about those is the way that I have them set up. They're sprites. Inventory slot empty. Their sub-images, so 1 and 2, are equal to the items. So if you remember, that item ID is 1, So we have to get, well, if I show you here, the slot ID, the image index is the same. So that's like an easy way to do it all. So long as I go, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it'll just do it that way. Saves me. Sorry about that. Saves me having to, make a new inventory picture for each one. And when I just want to change them, I go there and da 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 da. So if I change, because yep, just because they're supposed to be a health potion, hold on. Change them to a green color. But there we go. So it's just an easy way of like keeping this less cluttered. Sure, you could add another thing called inventory spaces, but what's the point? Where is it? This one. So in the create event, you have to set your image index to 0, your image speed to 0, and you have to tell it slot ID equals 0. Else you can get the error, oh, what's the slot ID? Da 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 da. No. Step event, image index equals slot ID. Simple enough to know. Left pressed. Now, this is when I add an item into the game. It's another easy way of doing it. So long as I have, item ID equals this, and I have the sprite index for it, I'm fine. So this is the left click on there. So, at the moment I've only got a health potion and a mana potion. But if I add, say, a sword, so this is your switch statement. This is why I said it was a bit advanced. You've got repeats and you've got switch statements and you've got nightmares in there. Okay. So we got that. So say I had a sword, right? If ends up and dot sword equipped equals bronze dagger, or I can just do, I'll do the item I do. Equals we'll go S3. I'll use that as like sword 3 or whatever. So you can put if statements in there. Show message. You already have this equipped. You can't put break or anything in there, so I'd have to mess around with that. But yeah, you could just go through and do all that, or you could just do sword equipped equals S3 if you got sword number 3, or no, S1. But as you can see with my mana and my health ones, I can just that equals that. So I'd probably have to put the slot ID equals 0 under there, or I'll find a different way to do it. But yeah. Just trying to think of anything else that I should tell you. No, I don't need that in there anymore. That's just telling me what the slot ID is. What have I got? Ooh. Yeah, that's just telling me what the slot ID is. I'll actually run through. I haven't seen many videos on it, so I'm just going to run through what this is. And if you have a look, it's called run in debug mode. And it's probably an easy way of doing it. But see what this is. Draw text. That. I'll delete that. This. We'll run it in debug mode. And what people think is you just got this big bloody thing up here and you got all this and it just looks funny. But what you can do is you can add this. type in the expression. So you can go par inv dot slot ID. So hopefully, there you go, slot ID equals 1. But that won't work, so you gotta do, om slot 2 dot slot. Or you can just do that. The hell is 22? Sorry, I've been messing around with this, but it's not really. om slot. Whoops. Yeah. om slot 1. Did that wrong again. Im slot 1 dot slot ID. So that'll tell you it's 0. I'll go down here and pick up an item. It'll tell me it's 1. You can change that. What else we got? Yeah, watch, add, change, delete, clear. You can even stop your game like that. But it's actually really good. So I can actually have to go player. There was one before. Tools. Show instance variables. Player. Don't think you're kidding me. I don't think I'll press that right. What it'll do. Here we go. That's it, I think. Player. Here we go. So if you have a look here, it tells you absolutely everything about your player. X, Y, direction, speed, friction, gravity, gravity direction, ID, index. What else we got? We're going here, solid, visible, persistent, depth. And yeah, so it's got all that. You'll notice my player doesn't actually have any health. That's because I do it all through something else completely. And show instance variables. I do it all through my heads-up display. So that's all good. So you come down here, mana, health, max mana, levels. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll have to cut this into 2 parts. But I will see you all later.